Hey Kings, you are once again welcome. Today we're going to learn how to blur, hide or censor faces and objects in Premiere Pro like this. And I'm going to show you two different ways of doing this. So make sure to stay till the end, and also follow carefully as we enter into some details. Now let's jump into Premiere Pro. Already, I'm having my clip on the timeline. So what we are going to do is to search for Gaussian blur on the effects panel. Good. Now let's add it to our clip on the timeline. Great. Now on the Effect Controls panel, we can adjust the blurriness. But the challenge here is that, the blurriness affects the entire video, which is not what we are looking for. So how do we fix that? That's what we're going to break down today. So make sure to follow carefully. Okay. Looking just below the Gaussian blur, there are three different tools. And these are the tools that are going to help us to mask out the part of the body, or the object you want to censor. The first one will help us to create an ellipse mask. The second tool will help us to create a 4-point polygon mask. And then finally, the last tool will help us to create a custom mask. Now let's get into details. Let's start with the ellipse tool. If you select it, an oval shape will be automatically generated on your clip. Now if you adjust the blurriness, it will no more affect the entire clip. But it will only affect the masked area. And with this, you can adjust the size of the mask manually, until it fits the part that you want to censor. Now the 4-point polygon mask also works the same as the ellipse mask, but the only difference is the shape. This gives you either a rectangle or a square. And if you adjust the blurriness, it will only affect the masked area, not the entire clip. Quickly, let's move to the last one. The pen tool also works just like the other tools. But the only difference is that, this one does not give you any shape. So in case the part that you want to censor is not oval, rectangle or square inches shape, then you have to draw a custom shape with the pen tool. And after drawing the shape, you can adjust the blurriness, and it will only affect the masked area. Now let's try something here. Let's try to hide the face of our character. And for the face, we're going to use the ellipse. And also add some blurriness. Good. Now let's adjust the size, and then position it well. Great. But after that, if I try to play it, you'll realize that the mask is not following the face. This is because our character is moving his head, whilst our mask stands at one place. So what we have to do is to make sure that our mask moves along with the character's face. And how do we do that? First make sure that you are at the beginning of your timeline. And on the Effect Controls panel, look for Mask Path, and then hit Analyze Forward. And now, Premiere Pro will track the face of the character. This may take some time, depending on the length of your video. So as we are waiting for that, make sure to hit the like button. That's very important, it will make this video reach more people. And then also, if you have not already subscribed, make sure to do so right now, because that's the only way you can have access to all my new tutorials. So click to subscribe now. Okay, let's continue. After it's done, you're going to see these keyframes, representing the movements of the mask. And you can manually fix any of these, in case it did not accurately match up with the face. You can go frame by clicking on this button. Good. Now if I play back, you will see that the mask will be following the face. Good. I told you I'm going to show you two different ways of doing this. This first method works more on hiding logos. For example, if I want to hide the Apple logo at the back of the laptop, this method works greatly for that. Just add a mask to it, adjust the size, and then position it on the logo. Now, increase the blur. And finally increase the feather a little bit. That's all you have to do, the logo will be hidden. Quickly, let's move to the second method. Search for the mosaic effect, and then add it to your clip. It's also going to cover up the entire clip. So select any of the mask options to create a mask on the part that you want to hide. And of course, You can adjust the size, and also reposition it. Also, if it's necessary, you can track the face like we did before. And then finally, adjust the blocks. In my case, I'm going for 70 for the horizontal, and then 70 for the vertical. But you can choose any number that is good for you. Thank you very much for staying till the end of the video. I hope you learned something new. Let me know your comments. And don't forget to like the video, and also subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so that you won't miss the next tutorial. Always be creative. Jesus loves you. See you next week.